I do, folks. How you doing? Just a quick one. This is going to be an attempt. Believe it or not, I've made 5 videos that haven't made it to YouTube so far this last 2 weeks. 4 of them, I'll explain why in a second, but one of them, my phone stopped recording for any longer than 3 minutes. Well, it started at 12 minutes, I think, and then it went down to 6 minutes, then 3 minutes, and it took me ages to find out what the bloody hell was going on. So anyway, the other 4 were obvious when I'd finished them, or one I just stopped when I'd said enough. The YouTube enders, they would have closed me down, and as I'm on my final warning, it's just suicide, so what's the bloody point? And it's all because I call people stupid, and that's the final straw apparently. If I call them stupid one more time, the channel goes. And I found myself screaming over and over and again that what can I say? I am who I am. I'm a gobshite. I can't stop, so I can't even tone myself down for a video. It either makes YouTube or it doesn't. Under normal circumstances I wouldn't give a shit, but there's just no point in suiciding a channel for 10 people would see it before it'd get took down, so what's the point? At the end of the day, so rather than just going to a tirade of people are stupid, shall we ask the question, are people stupid? Are people stupid? I personally, myself, I think so. Clearly. but is it subjective or is it a fact? I don't know. You guys tell me. The thing is, I've had an entire week of just shaking my fucking head. I really have. It's just been bizarre this last week. Even as a very, very long-standing and dear friend of mine just absolutely blew me the fuck away. Absolutely blew me away when she proudly stood there declaring she's double jabbed. And I'm like, what? After all that I've said and all that I do and all that I've got out there on Unchained Remedy? Seriously? I want to go on holiday. Excuse me? Have you not been listening to anything? I want to go on holiday. And my husband's had to have a jab, and this has had to because he's got arthritis. That one kind of threw me a little bit, and I'm trying to think, what about having arthritis would convince anybody if a doctor said to you, you have to have the COVID jab because you've got arthritis. I would be bringing into question the fucking doctor's sanity and accreditation myself. Like, seriously. But if I didn't, I think it's time I've got to start questioning myself. And this is friends of mine. So, and I'm not trying to embarrass them or call them out or anything. It's just the level of insanity of people. What the world has come to. The dumbing down of society is complete as far as I'm concerned. It's absolutely complete. People will kill themselves to go on holiday, and they'll kill themselves because they've got arthritis. For no benefits other than maybe going on holiday if they let them in the end. And I don't need to say the rest because we all know what that jab scheme does and doesn't do. And for the most part, what it doesn't do should really be the thing that's saying to people, hang on a minute. And what it does do should be making people go fuck yourself. So I want to go on holiday. I don't know, it kind of threw me. My heart sunk. We really are going to watch this happen to our friends so they can have one last holiday? Really? if they get it, but the chances are they won't, as we know. Where do you go from it? I'm kind of as dumbfounded now, playing it back through as I was speechless. And I'm pretty much speechless playing it through now. Like I say, a long-standing dear friend who I think a lot of. If we can't get through to the folks close to us, how the fuck does anybody think we're going to get through to the others? The ones that aren't close. The ones that we've been screaming at to fucking listen to us. The ones that we're falling out with over and over again, and we know, we see it every day, every one of us do. We fall out with folks every time we talk about it. And we're still here trying. Made me feel like just throwing my computer in the fucking river. Fuck it. Give up. Retire. Live out the rest of my days knowing that I tried. I don't know. What do you do? When it's futile, you've kind of got to accept it's time to look after yourself, because those like that and others are the ones that are going to drag you down. They're the ones that are not just accepting it for themselves because they want to go on holiday, they're enforcing it for others because they're playing along. They're not making choices for themselves. Collectively, they're making choices for everybody. They're making choices for you and me. No, nobody's going to put it in my arm. But the fact is, the shops are eventually going to say you can't come in here without a pass. Because people like that wanted to go on holiday and had arthritis. I don't have the answers for that shit. I have loads of answers on lawful issues. Loads and loads of answers, everybody knows. But on that sort of shit, I'm as lost as everybody else. People say to me, what can you do? The only difference between what I know and what you know on there is I know we're already past what can you do. It's fucking 12:30, not 5 past. These fucking odd-day idiots are taking everybody down and genuinely don't give a shit. They do not give a shit. It's time to realise that. It's yeah, we look on these people as friends, and that's the choices they're making for us and our children and our grandchildren. Never mind with their own children. If they want to give their own children up to it, that's their choices. We can't do anything if we've told them. We can't force anything. But they can. And they are happily doing it. And looking you straight in the face, not fucking caring at all, because they want an holiday. There is a division. There's a massive division, and the elitists have been very, very successful, because that division is already there and complete. It is absolutely complete. It's there because not only do they dislike us for our choices, are we starting to think they're fucking stupid? How big a division is it when you start to kind of agree, yeah, the world would be better without people like that? Because, and it's really sad to say, but when the elites have managed to get rid of all the fucking idiots, we can say what happens to us next, yes, because there ain't going to be many of us left, and there's going to be more of them then. But yeah, these folks are the ones that are making all of our choices. These are the ones that are allowing these quasi-governments to get over and get away with literally every single thing that they do by putting a figurehead in, doing it, taking the figurehead away, putting a new figurehead in, doing something else, taking the figurehead away, and every time people are focusing on the fucking idiot that's fucking standing there. The figureheads, they're not fucking making decisions. If anybody thinks one man makes a decision for an entire country, they are fucking delusional. Figureheads. focus on the fucking figureheads, and what you're going to do? Fuck all, because that figurehead's going to play it out until literally everybody hates them, step down, and then the new figurehead comes in, and then you let it start all over again. It's like, this is fucking unbelievable, and this is the exact same. I want to go on holiday. I want to be governed. Govern me harder, Daddy. Govern me harder. We're like, what the fuck? Seriously? Let's vote harder and let's get a better one in. Let's get a better puppet in, because he might just decide to say, fuck my bosses, I'm going to say what I want, do what I want, and I'm not going to get sacked, I'm not going to get pulled out of the position or shot, or, you know, no, I'm just going to do what I want, because they're voting for me. You can't do anything. What can you do? People ask me, what can we do in the face of this shit? Seriously? You think that there's something that can be done? Look how hard people like me were shouting to trying to wake people up to Trump wasn't the saviour. And look at the fucking gimps. People are still out there thinking Trump's the fucking saviour. They still haven't got it. They still don't get it. Figureheads, they work for a corporation, for fuck's sake. It's a corporation. You don't get promoted in a corporation. You don't get you don't get promoted into the top of a corporation if you don't work for them. You don't get put in the place of a figurehead if you're not going to do as you're told. It's theatre. Everything is fucking theatre for your mind, and it seems to me like they've got most of the minds. And even the ones that they haven't got still play the game. Still play the game, and they look at somebody else that, well, you've got to tell me how not to then. I haven't got to put any work into learning anything. You just got to tell me. Give me something. Give me a template. That'll do it. The world is fucked. If people can't be asked to learn a little bit of something to save their fucking lives, what chance have we got to wake people up who clearly tell you they don't want to fucking learn anything to save their lives? So as you can see, this is where I am. So you can imagine why 4 videos didn't make it to YouTube. I am dumbfounded. I'm still in shock that not only are my friends showing such ridiculousness and, unfortunately, stupidity, and I'm past fucking caring. I'm past caring, because if those friends of mine are going to be making choices like that for me and my children and my grandchildren and so on, and everybody else's, then yeah, what am I supposed to do? Sit there smiling fucking sweetly? The world's fucked. The division is there. The division is there. How long we want to cling on to that is down to us, but I'm done clinging on to that. I don't really want to wake anybody up anymore, because I don't think anybody's going to wake up, and then that I do wake up seem to end up going off onto some wonky fucking path and coming back to me telling me all about UCC or a load of bollocks. What can you do? Or you're standing there fucking talking about how fucking wrong everything is while they're playing the game. They say, oh yeah, but I can't, I have to do this because of that. Everybody's got a cause of this. Everybody's got, oh yeah, I can't do that because of this, otherwise I'd be doing that myself. But that's what people should do. You got fucking half of the fucking truth world out there not practicing what they preach. You got of the ones that are actually telling people, talking to people, the ones that are being listened to, not doing it. I hear so many people talking about council tax and telling people how to get out of council tax when they're paying their own council tax. I hear so many people telling about fucking this, that and the other when they're doing it. I see people trying to copy off status correction and status evidence in documents, putting them out there with no knowledge whatsoever, getting people into heaps of shit, not even fucking caring what they're going to do. It's fucking absolutely bizarre what's going on here in the world, because literally everybody's just looking for a saviour. Everybody's looking for a saviour. Everybody will cling to anybody who tells them they know how to fucking help them. I know how you can get away with not paying something. That's the biggest fucking up there is. Do you think the controlled opposition will have a fucking difficulty in pulling people in when they say shit like that? And that's the mentality. Getting away without paying something. Well, that's not what anything's about that I do. It's not about getting away with not paying something. If something's not owed, it's not owed. If you know it's not owed, then why would you pay it? If you don't really understand how it's not owed, but somebody told you really it's not owed, but you don't have to pay it, and then you don't want to pay it, that's your motivation. It's just I don't want to pay it. It's not I want to know fucking some shit. Rather than just trying to jump to the templates, how's about jump to the knowledge and learn some shit? You'll learn how to not pay more than your fucking bills. The logic behind it, everybody wants the quick fix. Everybody wants a quick fix. And if you want the quick fix, you better damn well make sure you're doing it properly. You can't quick fix your way out of something because some guy somewhere whispered something to you on YouTube and then fucking passed you a template. It don't work that way. 90% of people on YouTube are winging it. And I know that for a fact because I've spoke to a good few of them. Most of them hear something on a video and parrot it without doing any due diligence whatsoever. And that's why you've got fucking half of England chasing fucking UCC. Because somebody was listening to American fucking videos and then started putting them over here. Just started parroting the shit. You got people who talk like fucking idiots who people are in awe of. They just babble bollocks. And oh yeah, I don't understand it, but oh, it sounds good, don't it? This is the logic behind people. What chance have we got? What are we doing trying to wake people up? Really? What are we doing trying to wake people up? I think it should be more of a case of those that are woke and come together. Stop fucking whining about everything. Of course we know it's all bollocks. We know what they're doing. Why do we need to fucking constantly barrage each other with this shit? I was COVIDed out. If everybody remembers, when this bollocks started, within 1 month of it starting, I banned it from my group. The entire subject, banned it from my group for about 6 months. And then, I don't know why I let it back in. But that's all anybody wants to go on about now. Let's tell each other what we already fucking know. There's a few good ones digging up some real concise and true solid information. That's the shit you want. Not just bouncing endless fucking memes at each other, fucking COVID. It's not even a joke. We want to laugh at it. We want to send each other jokes and about how the people are and what's happening. That's desensitizing. Do you think that's us? That's controlled opposition. Desensitizing us to it. We should be furious. We should be getting angrier and angrier and angrier. But no, they have a team of psychologists that are put the best in the world to shame. Well, they are the best in the world. They put themselves to fucking shame if they fucking sat and did some tests. But the reality is, they've worked it out how you fucking operate, and all they have to do is keep fucking banding you with things that are going to make you chuckle. Just make you shake your head. The stupidity of some of the fucking posts and the people that are believing it and passing it on. It's ridiculousness. They tell you all these things that's about to happen and that they're doing, that they're not. But they know they can keep throwing this shit at you, and you all go, share. Just share all the fucking memes and the twattiness, and you're desensitised, rather than getting angrier and angrier and angrier. But eventually we're going to be turned against each other, I absolutely assure you. And I'll tell you something, I bet the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of, I don't know, can we call them immigrants? I don't think they're immigrants when they brought in for a purpose. But I bet they're jabbed up. All the numbers that are being added, let's add into their side, not our side. No woken ones there, just appreciative of all that they're getting. They'll do what they're told. Take a jab to save your life, of course. There's more than a shitstorm coming. And I think most folks know there's more than a shitstorm coming. Well, no, I correct that. Most, I'd say woken, but semi-woken, semi-conscious, should know that there's more than a shitstorm coming. But I wonder about what the percentage is of those that know there's a shitstorm coming that are preparing in any way, shape or form. I wonder how many are telling the mates how they're preparing. Oh yeah, I've got a 24 pack of beans in the cupboard. I saw somebody showing pictures of their cupboard. It just looked like a normal cupboard full of food to me, but apparently that was a fucking stock for supplies. It was just weekly shop. I don't get what that one's preparing for, and I don't get all this showing everybody else what they've got either. That's fucking bizarre. Now look what I'm preparing, I've got, look at all this. Yep, well I know where to come when I'm short then. Fucking bizarre, the world has gone wonky. I'll tell you something, if it goes that far, and I'm telling you now, any fucker thinks they're coming to me out of the fucking blue for saving when the shit hits a fan on the big time, they'll be really fucking shocked. Because I was on an 18-month waiting list for a fucking 7-shot repeating crossbow. When it was first invented, I got that. Amongst other things. Ain't nobody coming for my shit. But whatever anybody wants to do to prepare themselves, they want to do it privately. They want to do it privately. But folks want to prepare themselves for whatever. You know, it was probably about 3 years ago, was it? Maybe 4 years ago, something like that, when President Putin over in Russia fucking told his entire country, prepare for a shitstorm, basically. And told everybody to have, I believe it was 3 months worth of food and water in supplies from this point on. That's advance notice. Or was it like, we did tell you, because here we are years later, they haven't had to use it yet, have they? So have they rotated? Is it still good? Have they still got it? Are they still prepared? But we didn't get told no, did we? But we can see the food shortages are playing. They're playing with the food shortages. Fuck the fuel shortages. That's just about getting rid of all the fucking stocks. That's just absolute fucking blatant fraud, deception, treason, the whole fucking shebang. You know, daily business for the government. But people are stupid, so yeah, they all queued up like fucking idiots. And what they did, a load of other folks who did not want to fucking partake in that at all, had to get wrapped up in it, because of course your fucking fuel's going down, isn't it? So you naturally need fucking fuel. So you've now got to go and join in fucking 10-car fucking queue, or 20-car queue. They're queuing out onto the fucking dual carriageways. Absolutely bizarre. Blind panic because you've been took the piss out of again. Like, fuck, I don't go for fucking petrol stations. I'd have been going nuts. People fighting at the petrol stations over petrol. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. My lad says he's on his motorbike. He says, I'm at the petrol station. He says, I can see 2 pumps at the front aren't being used because they've clogged all the backup. He says, so I just went round everybody and got my fuel. He says, and I'm putting my tenner's worth of fuel in. He says, and people are screaming abuse at me from everywhere. Who the fuck am I bothering? Who can get here? None of you getting it, I am. Puts his tenner in and buggers off. Didn't hinder anybody. Nobody didn't get the fuel first because of him. And everybody's in fucking uproar. Because they thought his tenner was going to run the petrol station out. Oh fuck me, the world is so fucking... Is it? Is it? I don't know. Is it? Maybe, maybe not. You know. Anyway, wow, what a babble. I've just babbled this one, haven't I? It's been nothing about anything particular, so those that don't like a babble, fast forward at the start to the end. And what can I say? Babble, babble, babble. I'll rattle. It may be nonsense, it may be bullshit. I call other people talking shit. Maybe I'm talking shit. Scroll on by. Don't subscribe. Don't like. And don't fall for fucking people that beg you to. It's like, fucking hell, please like me, please like me, I want to be famous. Oh, fuck fame and glory, fuck it all. It don't do nothing. It don't do nothing for you. So anyway, folks, what can I say? Crack on, learn some shit, say some shit or don't. Myself, I'll probably still say shit to you guys, but I'm pretty much done even talking to friends that glaze over anymore. I don't see the point. Maybe we're being cured of that inherent need that we've got to warn people, to tell people. I feel like I'm being cleansed of that need, and in all honesty, it's a hell of a weight off. Now, I saw somebody the other day and he was telling me he's having trouble getting booked in for his third jab, and I spoke to him on his first and his second, and I just laughed at him this time. I just laughed in his face. I got no else to say. It just did amuse me, and I've run out of things to say. I don't want to say things anymore. Like, they know what I'm saying. It's almost like they're saying it to goad a response from me, and I'm probably going to get more value out of just being amused at this stupidity. Bye. I'll say my goodbyes. What can I do? Tried, didn't I? I tried too hard, way too hard, to my own detriment in many, many different ways. It was my own detriment, the amount I've tried to wake people up. And I don't believe out of trying to wake people up I've ever gained any benefit whatsoever. The world is fucked, and it is that fucked. There was never a fight being fought. There was never a battle to win. Never. Never. Because everybody who could have fought was too busy falling for their bullshit and controlled opposition, and refused point blank even to look with their own eyes when they were told. That's the level of indoctrination, and that is just what goes on with this fraud, any other fraud. Look at 9/11. How much evidence does anybody need or want? Yet people have still got faith in governments and in the true world leaders. Well, no, they've got faith in the governments, haven't they? They don't know that there are true world leaders. They truly believe it's this one man or woman, whoever's in power at the time. It's a power. Somebody's in power. They make the choices. Yeah, right. Having emergency meetings. That's what we're going to do. We'll have a disaster and we'll have a Cobra meeting because it sounds really good, and then we'll come back with decisions on a plan of action on how we're going to fix this. They must sit around that table pissing themselves. It's probably them meeting rooms. It's probably just a bar. They go in locked in. You got to be locked in here for 4 hours. Oh, let's go in and have a piss up, chat about the week and what we've been up to, how many people we've screwed over, how much money we've made, and come out later. Yeah, these are the decisions that we've all come to, and this is how we're going to fix the problem. Yeah, they've worked out exactly how to fuck you over the months before, and now they're just implementing it with a little disaster. We're done. We're done. I ain't got the good news for you folks, and I know how everybody wants the good news, and everybody's like, oh, doom and gloom on your videos. What do you fucking want? Go and have somebody blow smoke up your fucking arse. You see the states of the fucking world. If you're still playing the game in any way, shape or form, you're part of it. You're not part of the solution. You're saying you want a solution while you're going along with everything that they fucking do. Maybe not everything, but you're picking and choosing what you are going along with. If people are going along with any of it at all, any of it, as far as I'm concerned, you've got to be part of the problem, because you're not being the solution. Because the solution is stop fucking playing. Stop playing. That's that's the solution. I can't because I've got to do this and I've got to do that. Yeah, all you got to's. They're the choices that you decide are not choices, but they are the choices. And that's exactly how they get away with everything they do, because they give you those choices, you make those choices, and these are your decisions. You've got to is your decision. It is what it is, folks. It's very, very close to make or break on your own personal level. It's very, very close to make or break. On everybody else's level, it's already fucking broke. And on that cheery note, I'm gonna leave you. Have a good one. Ta-da.